Hello guys and welcome to another log of Digimon Pendulum Color Virus Busters, and for today's log we have Greymon. So yeah, at the time of publishing this video it doesn't seem like much has passed from the Metal Garurumon log that just came up, but it's been like almost 4 or 5 days because after Metal Garurumon has to lay an egg, the traded egg, and then it takes a while to get Greymon, so it's been a while. So yes, we have Greymon at last, and we are really nearing the end. If you know Greymon, you know what's the evolution line that's coming. We are really near the end of this series right now. But anyway, before we continue with today's log, just have to say if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel because I document every Digimon that I raise and I upload at least twice a week. If you're interested in such content, go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Greymon's Mega Flame and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get into today's log for Greymon. But before we continue, I just want to put up a disclaimer. If you have already seen Greymon's log for Digimon Pendulum Color Metal Empire, you can just skip this. It's going to be the exact same content, it's the same animation, it's the same sprite basically. It's just Greymon in Digimon Pendulum Color appearing in a different case, that's it, right? But of course, this is a different Greymon from Digimon Color version 1, so the sprite differences are there between the Digimon Color and Digimon Pendulum Color. But within the Digimon Pendulum Color series, the Greymon that's in Metal Empire and the Greymon that is in Virus Busters is exactly the same. So if you've seen it before and you want to skip it, please go ahead. I'm not going to make you stay. Okay, if you're still here, let's start with the log. As usual, we start with etymology and origin of his name. Greymon actually, according to Wikimon, means old or ancient, and I think that's what Greymon's name is derived from, according to Wikimon. Now, let's look at his profile on Digimon.net. At the time of recording this video, they've just upgraded the Digimon.net site, which is quite cool. If you haven't seen it before, you can go and see it. Now the background of the site has this like moving pixels, which is really nice, very nostalgic. Now, a dinosaur Digimon with skin hardened into a protective carapace around its skull. Aggressive by nature, Greymon uses its sharp claws and colossal horns as lethal weapons. Taming it earns you an intelligent ally of unmatched strength. Its special move is Mega Flame, by which it shoots searing flames from its mouth, incinerating all. I like that they actually finally call it Mega Flame. In like some of the English translated versions or like English versions of the games, they call it Nova Blast. Came out with different names, but I thought Mega Flame is really cool, right? So I like that they kept that name of that attack. Now, in the past, they translated it for some reason, but now there is Mega Flame, which is exactly the original Japanese name of this attack. That's Greymon's profile. Interestingly, it's one of those few Digimon that appears in both Foul Island and Folder Continent. Foul Island is a name for the Digimon Digital Monster series, the brick looking like the brick device design, and Digimon Pendulum Color or Digimon Pendulum, the lore is called Folder Continent. So some of the Digimon like Meramon or Waymon actually have this reference to Foul Island and Folder Continent, and that the Folder Continent counterparts are stronger than the Foul Island, meaning the ones in Digimon Pendulum is stronger than the ones in Digital Monsters, the brick device. But Greymon is one of those that doesn't have this mention, even though there are two different versions of Greymon, right? So I don't know why. Maybe they just haven't been consistent in the way they write their profiles. Yeah, it would be nice if there's some consistency. You know, if every Digimon that appears in both they have that mention, that would be really cool. So that's it for Greymon's profile and etymology as usual. Let's look at its evolution conditions. So we do that, we have to go to humulos.com. Highly recommended website for evolution condition needs. If you're ever stuck trying to raise a specific Digimon, go to humulos.com. You will definitely be able to find your answer. So Greymon here, it appears in two versions like I mentioned just now. There's Metal Empire and Virus Busters. Since we are talking about Virus Busters here, make sure you look at the correct section. So we should be looking at the Virus Busters section. To get Greymon in Virus Busters, there's only two rookie Digimon that can get Greymon, Agumon or Plotmon. Interestingly, the evolution conditions are right there, but interestingly, if you look at it, it's funny that Agumon is the most canon rookie to Greymon. Like is usually about Agumon evolving to Greymon. Of course, Agumon has many evolution choices, but the most optimal route is supposed to be Greymon. Yet Agumon is the one that has more stringent evolution conditions, like 1+ condition hearts and 4 effort hearts, whereas Plotmon has more relaxed conditions to get into Greymon. Yeah, 0 condition hearts means you can make a lot of care mistakes, and you need less training than Agumon. 3 to 4 effort hearts. I did 3 effort hearts. I went by the Plotmon route just for fun. And yeah, it's easier to get Greymon from Plotmon. Strange, I have no idea why. But anyway, it is what it is. So this is how you get Greymon. Pretty straightforward. And since you're done with its evolution conditions, let's take a closer look at its sprite, shall we? Alright, let's take a look at Greymon's sprite here. I think it looks amazing, just like the way we saw it in Metal Empire. It looks really good, and I like this. It already looked good on the old device in black and white, because the sprite, they did change it from the version 1 sprite. I think I mentioned it in the Metal Empire's log as well. So the original Greymon sprite didn't look very cool, and then when they brought Greymon in on the Pendulum series, they actually changed the sprite quite a bit, and it really make it look good because of the carapace, you know, the one in the profile that we just talked about. You know, they actually colored it black so that it looks cool, like it has a helmet, which is exactly how it's like in the artwork. But now with color, it's a lot easier to depict Greymon in that design, and I think it looks good, yeah. And the way they make the eyes shine with that little white dot actually makes it pop, makes the sprite prop a lot more. Pop, not prop, my goodness. And yeah, the different shades of the orange and the brown is just very interesting detail that they added, because there are some of the older Digimon games that have this 16x16 pixel sprite colored, but they just look very flat because they didn't have like the different shades of orange. But this actually makes it kind of like pop. No, so I think it looks good. Let's see its feeding animation. Greymon says no. A piece of protein. Look at it. It just looks so good. The different parts of his body with the blue stripes as well. Let's see his training animation. And let's do some battles as well. He's doing it. Battles to evolve. At least do one. Mega hits. Nice. Boom. Happy animation. Let's see his angry animation. Actually, now to think about it, this happy and angry animation is not so distinct after all. Let's see. Yeah, it's just slightly different expression with the eyes, I guess. This is one of the rare ones, because the typical pattern I find in the older generation of sprites is that they're usually a lot more exaggerated. But Greymon seems to be the exception. His expression seems more subtle. Yeah. Oh, what? Plotmon dodged? Come on! I mean, yes, it's vaccine against vaccine, but there's no type disadvantage. Why would Plotmon be dodging? What's happening, Greymon? What's happening? Why are you throwing this battle? You have traited egg. You're born from a traited egg, and you're born from a shaken egg. You should be trashing this battle. Why are you throwing it? Okay, finally, you won. That gave me a heart attack. Okay, we are not gonna fight Gabumon because, you know, come on, you barely made it with Plotmon, and Gabumon is data type. Okay, odds. Doesn't seem like you're very lucky. Alright, against the evening sky. And let's see, sleeping animation. Nice, what we expected. We've seen it before. Just him typically closing his eyes and just sitting down. Nothing really special here. I was looking forward to more unique animations, but not really that much in this device so far. And I know the next one's just gonna be quite normal. So anyway, we're down to the last few logs, guys, and we're finishing this series really soon. Anyway, that's it for today's log for Greymon. If you haven't already, please go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Greymon's Mega Flame, and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I document every Digimon that I release, and I playlist for Vital Bracelet BE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color, and Digivice Color Evolution as well. So please feel free to check them out. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye!